Good afternoon. In this occasion, I'm going to talk about phonetics and phonology and teaching pronunciation. My name is Arlet Robledo. I have been teaching in this area of teaching English for about 20 years now. I am currently working with secondary and high school students. Phonetics and phonology. Both can be generally described as speech sounds. Why to teach pronunciation in the classroom? Well, we have different ideas. We have pupils must understand spoken English as well as be able to make themselves understood with it. It is one of the most difficult aspects of English language. Everybody knows that. It is learned by imitation. But be careful, this capacity decreases the age. Okay, so when they are getting old, this goes lower. Pronunciation varies depending on location. On the first part of this subject, we were able to investigate and to be aware of the articulators, the production of sounds. We got to know all the parts of the larynx, as well as the sounds we make with when we try to make say the vowels, the consonants, and how these sounds are named, if they are voiced, if they are voiceless. So we got to understand really how to make these sounds. We also had the opportunity to talk and investigate about the vowels and the different vowels we can find in the sounds, in the English sounds, and how can we make these sounds. This is really interesting because this image makes like the image of the mouth when it's open, when it's closed, and what sounds come out of it. So it's really interesting. This topic, to teach this topic, is really interesting. We also had the opportunity to talk about the consonant sounds and to find out how many different sounds we can make with our mouth. We found that plosives, affricates, nasals, approximates, here we had another one, lateral, and fricatives, and the different words, different phrases that we can make with these sounds. It is really amazing to understand how do we make the sounds. How can we make our mouth, or the form of the mouth, or the way we can move the mouth in order to make the sounds. And all these different sounds come from different vowels, different sounds from the consonants, and it's really helpful. Once we understand the way they work, it's really helpful when we try to speak in English, or when we speak in English. We got to understand a little bit more about this chart, this phonemic chart, that to understand that these sounds are for the vowels when they are short, when they are long, the diphthongs, and also the different consonants we can find in the sounds for English. We also had the opportunity to talk about connected speech. When we join the words when we are talking, how do we connect words, but we get to understand the people or the phrases, we get the meaning of what they are trying to tell us, even though we connect the speech. We also worked with tone and pitch and the differences and some of the similarities that we can find in this wide branch of sounds and pronunciation. In my opinion, in my general opinion, this subject is really amazing to make students pronounce well the words. As I have here, it is a great way to teach students the correct pronunciation of the language. We as teachers also improve our pronunciation. all the people who practices can really understand the different sounds of the language and make the sounds correctly. I really like to work with this subject. It is really, really good. The first time I got into this area of this subject, phonetics and phonology, was when I was studying my career, my bachelor's degree in English. That was the first time I got to practice, got to understand the sounds of the language. The references I worked with this subject are all this here. And I think that will be all. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it to get in touch with this subject once again.